Bobby, Bob. Man, that the intro is so catchy. I'm just gonna like shout out to us for rocking with it. Yo, we back. We just dropped Bronny James wasting people's time trying to go to the NBA. He's the only guy who's entering the draft averaging 4 points a game. So yeah, it's LeBron's kid. Let's just say that's why we're drafting him. So, from college, we jump right into high school. Going to talk about a story that came out of Football Scoop with Doug Samuels and about Mark Smith. And for those of you all who don't know, he was at Shelton High School. They're not a powerhouse, but he made a powerhouse bonehead mistake when him and his assistant coaches, the Lunatics, rolled into a weightlifting class and took all of the football players out of said weightlifting class to a wrestling room where there are small mats, and he had them participate for 30 minutes in unsanctioned tackling drills. He's got to get on the idiot train for that one. Yikes. If you can't see a problem with that already, then you're a nut job. Just like the coaches, what would possess somebody to try that? Where are these young men's fathers? Because I don't know about you, but if a football coach came and got my son out of weightlifting to go into, I don't know, you got my son to go out here into a smaller room with thinner pads and participate in tackling drills. Really? Tackling drills. Who has that made better? That's not any suicides. That's not any agility. That's no weightlifting. This was just a glorified tough man contest that backfired spectacularly. As expected, the drills resulted in a number of head injuries, including at least one concussion, some broken bones, and a dislocated finger. Why? That's what I'm dying to know. Why? What good did this serve? You injured a bunch of kids. You got yourself fired, and was it worth it? Was it really worth it? Look, he's fired. Hit me. Yeah, was it worth it? And we'll go through this and pretty much get to the bottom of it when we come back from a quick 15 from an official sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the clip. Yes, Roast the Host. Roast the Host going down on May the 10th. That's Mother's Day weekend. It's our first inaugural show. We'll be live. We'll have some people come through. You can talk about me. You can talk about the production of the show. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Also, a couple of rules. You got to be a person. You got to be a person. Then I guess they passed me a note somewhere along the line. They said no spamming the chat. So, you can't spam the chat. The people in the chat, they're going to go ahead and vote on the winner. Be funny. Be funny. No racism. That's going to get you run. A couple of things that's off limits is going to be my wife and kid. Off limits. My dad, off limits. My mom, it's free reign. She's on the table. I'm on the table. So come through. We'll have a lot of fun with that. And that's Mother's Day weekend. And that's Roast the Host. So we're going to be live. So when we last left off, that the resident psycho, Mr. Mark Smith, got a bunch of kids hurt playing tackling drills in a smaller wrestling room. And he's in this wrestling room for 30 minutes and the kids are going at it. The families shared with the local news that some of them impacted are considering further legal action. As they should. You risk young men's livelihood over a dumb macho stunt that got you canned. Loser. Just a loser. There's nothing like the words of a kid who was there, and because of his age, he's anonymous, as he should be. He told King 5 News, and I quote, I saw someone get their head slammed into a wall, and then after that, my finger got dislocated. The doctor told me the bones were shaved together, and it could not work the same way for the rest of my life. Yeah, he said that. The kid watched another kid get his head slammed. He broke a finger, and now he's scarred for the rest of his life. How are criminal charges not on the table at this matter? Honestly, what are we talking about? Had this been anybody else besides this resident psycho running this scam on people, come on now. It's like, who practiced like that? That has nothing to do with suicides, bird crawls, gashes, two-a-days. I mean, come on. High school football, and you pull him out to go UFC. I don't know what was gained by any of this other than you wanted to see some kids get hurt. What a sicko. He deserves to get fired. We got one more segment when we wrap this up for today. On a beautiful Saturday, this is Big Vern at App Stupid.